You guys, I've been muted this whole time. Awesome. Let's try that all over again. Sweet. Thank God Danielle said something. So you guys, let's start all over. With that said, we'll re-welcome you to the call. Thank God you said something that would have just stunk the whole time. Basically, what we want to go over tonight is this is an opportunity to realize that we have amazing people on Team Epic Journey. We have Amanda, we have Danielle, we have Mandy, we have Sharona, we have who else? We have Lindsay, and we're going to have two other people, Chrissy and Cassandra, who are joining the team as working coaches. That is 7 people, including myself. That's 8 working coaches in Team Epic Journey. 8. And we'll count my husband. That's like 9, right? So the beautiful thing about us is that, yes, you work your team, you work your business separately, right? But collectively, here's the deal, you guys. If we work together and we decide to strive for a goal every month together and we hit it, everybody wins. Everybody wins, right? Everybody wins a little more money. Everybody wins a little more for their team, a growing business, and everybody wins an opportunity to get out of whatever situation you're trying to get out of, right? So you have to remember this as you're a coach. And I don't know if you guys listen to the National Wake Up Call, but we're going to go over very coach basics here, you guys. Number 1, every Monday is the National Wake Up Call. If you are not tuning into the National Wake Up Call every week, make that a priority on your list. Jen Guthrie was on the Wake Up Call this morning. I do not listen to it on Mondays because I just don't have that time to listen to it live. However, I love the podcast because I can pause and start as I go. And I listen to it in the car. And I feel like I can retain a little bit more in the car. So you want to listen to that wake up call every single week. They give you the first 5 minutes are like the most vital. They tell you what's going on for the week. They tell you what information, what's for sale, what's up ahead. And then you get one of the top coaches in our network that is sharing all of their tips, all of their tricks, all of their motivation for all of us to be successful business owners, right? So the great part about being a coach, you guys, is nobody's hiding anything. Everyone's like this. Here it is, take it, go for it, right? It is genuinely up to you to figure out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what's making things happen, what's not making things happen. And it's gonna be a trial and error period, okay? And you have to remember it's like this. You are pumping a well, right? If you pump the well every day and you are consistent on it, that water will start to flow. But here's the thing. It boils down to this. Do you know why you're working this business? Why are you working this business? If you don't know why, you will lose steam, you will lose focus, you will lose drive. And there's going to be days where you're like, I didn't really do anything with my business. And it's like, and then you wonder why maybe you're not hitting Success Club, or maybe you're not earning these free leads that they give you when you hit Success Club every month. So it's super important because Success Club is kind of like a non-negotiable. That's how I interpret it. Again, that's me, right? And I think as collectively as a team, it should be for all of us too. Success, 3 people minimum you need to help every single month. And how do you do that? You pull your business activity trackers out and you follow your checklist. Very simple. It's very easy. So, and I shouldn't say easy. It's not easy. It takes discipline. It takes work. And on the days where you're like, I don't see that this is working, it is working. Trust me. If I stopped pumping the well, I wouldn't have Danielle on this call. I wouldn't have Sharona on this call. I wouldn't have had anybody on this call. I'd be sitting here by myself talking to myself, right? So you have to remember that, and you have to remember that it's going to work. But if you don't know why you're doing this business, you need to write that down. It's very important to write down your why, not even for a challenger's point of view of like, why do you want to be in shape? Why do you want to be a Beachbody coach? Why? And really get in touch with that, because the more you know your why, the more you're going to feel less fear and more empowerment, right? And that's the goal. And nobody here is a salesperson. Not one person. You're not. If you are, then you need to leave my team, because I only take people who want to share their stories and help another person be reborn. That is the essence of Team Epic Journey. We are what we have become. That's us. We are what we chose what we become. And we're going to help people through our stories, right? So it's super important. In the beginning of your coach career, it is very overwhelming. You're going like, oh my God, I got to do free groups. And oh my God, I gotta get new friends, and I got to do this and I got to do that. And it's very overwhelming, right? And I have a system, you have a system, you have a system. We have all these systems, right? When you're in Team Epic Journey, if you guys have content, if you guys have value, if you have something that's working, you better be getting on Team Epic Journey and share your know-how, share your tips. You are a leader now. You are a leader in Team Epic Journey. It's not just my daily posting. It is our daily posting, right? You see something, share it. If you want to go live and talk about something that you thought that worked, share it. Because when you share it, you're going to help another person, right? So just remember, this is our team page, not just mine. It's ours. We are a family, and we work together, and we're going to grow together, and we're going to make this booming business go. We're going to go balls to the wall. We're going to own it, right? So here's what I know for sure. I know for sure that the business activity tracker works. I know that for sure. If you are not breaking it out every single week, then you need to start. That is your checklist. But here's the other thing too. We can get kind of caught up in checking off the list. Like, okay, I got my free, I got this, and I did that. Okay, boom, I'm done with my business, right? The question that I like to ask myself every single night is, did I do something to put my business in a forward direction, right? Did I do that? Did I get 3 new eyes on my Facebook page? Because you need new eyes on you, right? Did I start new conversations, right? Maybe I don't know how to start a new conversation. That's where you come into the team page and ask these questions. Ask, right? And we're gonna go over very specific stuff. It's not gonna be on this call, obviously, tonight, but right now we are gonna go over coach basics. Now, in your coach online office, you guys, there's every resource tool. Getting started is like the best home plate that you want to go to. So if you need to go back and start completely over again, do that. Don't feel ashamed. Go back, right? So some of the I have to keep looking down, you guys, because I'm reading some notes. So bear with me here. Coach Basics it's a training that you can count on to have people teach you and mentor you and guide you, right? You need to show up. You have to show up for your business. I need you to show up every day for your coaching business. You will learn that consistency is key to the success of a coach. I know you're busy, but your business will require time each day. Every day you'll have assignments to make it simple for you to know what to do, right? And so your assignments are the business activity tracker. Your other assignments are to do daily posting and make them really effective posting, right? Share your story. If you guys need to enhance your pictures and you need to go buy a light so it makes the pictures more appealing to slow the scroll, invest in that. Invest in your business, right? A $15 stand to make your pictures better and brighter and clearer is like genius, right? It's a genius idea. A stand so you can take pictures is great. A stand with a remote so you can finally do your own pictures is a great idea. Invest in it. Go to Amazon and buy it. Tax write-off. Save a receipt, you guys. Everything you do, make sure you're saving tax receipts for that stuff. The question too for coaching too is, are you willing to go outside of your comfort zone? Are you willing to go outside of that pocket that you've been so comfortable in? You may not be comfortable now, but you got to make those your goals, right? Because here's the thing, it's your business and your business and it's my business. I know where I want to go, right? And if you want to come with me, then we can all ride together. And I'm never going to come up to you and go, hey, Danielle, how come you didn't do this today? Hey, Sharona, why didn't you do this today? Like, you're never going to hear me say that. You're never going to get that from me. Ever, ever, ever. The only person who's going to say that should be yourself. You know, hey, Stacy, why didn't you show up today? Hey, Stacy, why didn't you pull out your activity tracker and do that? You knew better, right? I own myself. You own your business, but here's the thing, you guys. How many of you would like to leave your jobs? I do. How many of you would just like to make some more side money, like, and just have your Shakeology paid for? I do. Like, there's so many things that I want to do that I'm sure you guys want to do too. So you have to know why you're doing this business. At the same time too, you want to keep this business so simple. Listen to the National Wake Up Call today, guys. Go listen to her and follow her on Facebook. She is so cute and so spunky. She is 26 years old. She is an elite coach and she is making 6 figures. Jen Guthrie was a school teacher and held 3 other extra jobs. And now she's just coaching. So it's possible. It's not impossible. But here's what she says. And she's very, it's funny because when you hear the call, she's very much just like, hey, it's this and that. I'm like, dude, I do that. Oh, I do that. Oh, I do that. So it's funny how you attract your tribe. You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep your business really simple and really fun. Number one, all of us on this call, and I will say this, you better, and I do mean this, you better show up in this challenge group. Team Epic Shakers, you have to show up every day. You have to post. If there's an assignment that says like, do this, do it. Because you have to show up. Because if your challengers, once you have your own group and they're not showing up, or if you have people now that are in the group and they're yours and they're not showing up and you're not consistent, you cannot get mad at them. But not only that though, it goes back to taking care of you first. You showing up every day is taking care of you first. And that is how you share your business, by showing up. Every day that you post on your social media, people start to build trust. People start to get inspired. What is the message you're trying to convey to your brand? For me, I'm trying to convey that if you go through hardship, you can come out and you can inspire the world and you can take care of yourself. That is my story. That is my brand. So if you're trying to figure out what your brand is, that's where we want to, and you guys all have one-on-one calls. Be specific about our one-on-one chats. You know, as much as I love like talking outside of Beachbody and it's great and everything, if you have a specific question, we have to target that in our call because we have a business to run. You have lives, you have kids, you know, and we have to make our time pretty valuable and pretty sacred. So Sharona's over here that says, is there a way to schedule your posts? I don't think you can schedule your posts on your regular Facebook pages at all. I don't see that click option, but I do see it in Team Epic Journey and other places. So when you do like your free groups and you do your fitness page and you do your other groups, you can do that. But as far as now, if you're just doing a post, you want to think about times in the morning. For example, if you're doing a morning post and you click the go button at 9 on a Wednesday, what are most people doing at 9 o'clock in the morning? They're rushing out the door. The kids are going to the school bus. It's a horrible time to post, right? But if you're like a early bird and you're able to post like at 7 o'clock in the morning, like right at 7, most people are rolling out of bed or just kind of pouring the coffee and they're scrolling, right? Or if you miss that whole time slot, I would just wait till 10 o'clock in the morning personally. Because after 10 o'clock, people are settling into the office, settling into whatever, and they do take time to scroll Facebook, right? And I always tell you guys the golden times are 5 and 6 and 8 and 9. Those are like golden times. And I'll tell you what, on Fridays, Nobody's on Facebook. So make the Fridays kind of more fun and engaging. Danielle's really good about doing like what's your GIF, like the GIF, like, and she'll get a lot of people to engage on that. That's a great post for a Friday. You know, another great post could be, you know, like, I want to go out to dinner. Where should I go? You know, and you could be like Kava or I don't know, wherever. And people will start voting and you can start conversations. And if you're nervous about starting conversations, that's when your powerful posts come in. And because you can sincerely thank somebody. Like if you sincerely thank somebody, you guys know that I tell you guys this all the time, you sincerely thank a person and get on, do voice recording to it, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna say, you're welcome. And you can get a conversation going. Another idea that I have, and it got me going from this morning's call with her, from the wake up call, and I'm going to do this. I don't know if you guys want to do this or not, but I'm going to create an album on my Facebook page. And I'm just going to, I think I'm going to do like recipes or something like that. And I'm going to create like recipes in an album. So then people can view it and it's free value that like, if you see somebody like, oh, hey, by the way, did you check out my recipe album? Like I've got some really cool, healthy tricks and tips, right? Or if you want to thank somebody, you can click and save and show them a recipe and be like, hey, thanks so much for supporting my Friday Flex post. Here's a recipe on me, right? It's a free value. What every coach needs to do in the beginning is get rid of you have to calm the fear, right? And everyone's going to be afraid. I'm still afraid, okay? And you're never going to get rid of that. You have to just be confident in knowing that you're sharing your stuff for a reason. You want to complete in the Coach Online Office, if you've never done that yet, you want to complete the first 30 Coach Action Plan. That's going to help you create your first 30-day plan. So basically, you guys have to remember this. It's all laid out there for us. We just have to apply it and see if it works for us. And then if it doesn't, you can tweak it and come back, right? So you want to create a contact list. If you don't have a contact list, if you're a brand new coach on this team, you want to come up with a list of 100 people. And some people are like, well, I don't have 100 friends. Well, did you get married? You probably invited 300 people, right? Or whatever, right? You can come up, even if it's 50, who cares? Come up with that list. That is your first main list. Because you're going to have your warm market for a little while. And then eventually, as you get into your business, you have to get into a cold market. You have no choice. How can you grow if you keep inviting Cindy Lou Who to your challenge group? It's just not going to work, right? So you have to do it. And I'm going to tell you a very easy way to do that is to get your like page up and rolling. You can schedule those posts, right? And you can create content. You can create value. If you're not on mine, go on mine and follow mine so you can get some ideas off of that. Because eventually what you can do is you can start getting some of your income and investing into it, right? Once you start building that income. And you can say, okay, I'm earning now, $300 a month from Beachbody. I'm going to take $30 a month and I'm going to run some ads so I can get some viewers on my like page, right? Because those viewers are going to automatically like your fitness page. And I'll show you guys how to do that. I'll show you how to funnel the gap and get specific targets. And then how afraid are you going to be to send an invite to somebody who likes a fitness page? You won't, right? How cool is that? You won't be. Doesn't that feel so much better? Instead of going like, I don't want to invite a stranger. And you shouldn't. I don't ever want anybody on this team to do cold invites. That is a sale. That's a sale. So no cold invites, right? So you have to really practice your posting, practice why you're doing it, knowing why you're doing it. Get into the Coach Online Office and do the 30-day training, right? And get inspired by that. You want to, I told you with the business activity tracker, and you want to prepare for the journey. You remember I told you guys, get organized. If you have not, that's where you really need to. You want to create a nice office space, right? Create ambiance, get inspirational quotes, get a candle, get a planner like I did. This Brilliant Life Planner is freaking brilliant. I don't know if you have it, but I recommend and I'm going to tell all my new coaches that if they can get this, it's probably the best investment you can possibly get. If you don't like this, I'm not saying to get it, to not get it, but you need to get something that's going to give you everything in one swoop, right? And this kind of is it for me. And I really take a lot of value in it because it also focuses on you too. Okay. The other things that I do is I have this little white eraser board and I write down what I need to do every single day. The feeling of like erasing something off makes you feel like you've done something for the day too. So do things that create satisfaction for you in your business too. All right. And again, these are just my things. And I'm going to tell you, it took me a lot. I'm still trying to tweak on things. My new thing is you want to set a limit to how many invites do you want to do a week, right? Do you want to do them every single day, or do you want to bang them out in 2 days? So then you have 2 other days to work on trainings and, perform your craft a little bit more. What do you want to do? What's going to make it more easier for you? What's going to make it more functionable for you, right? Now, for me, when I first started, I only did what the business activity tracker told me to. But then as I got more into it and I got more rhythm, I upped my game. You'll know when the time is right, when you need to up more invites. You're going to know when the time is right, when you need to say, all right, it's time to get going. I got to step this up. I got to do X, Y, and Z, right? So you just want to make sure every day you complete each task daily and see it through until the end. You want to finish the end of your workout and finish the end of your day by following up and inviting. And you want to stay committed to each task like a rep, right? So like when you're doing a workout and they say you have 10 reps, you're pretty determined to do those 10 reps to see it through. And whether or not you have to stop and pause and take a rest, that's how I interpret the business. Like I'm working out my business so it can grow, but I still need to stay consistent so I can see the results, right? So it's just the same thing, don't stress about it, but also to you guys, take time to understand why Success Club is so important. First of all, I like getting prizes. I like getting umbrellas and I like getting shirts and stuff like that. I'm driven by it. I don't know why, but I am. But the more you get Success Club and the more and you can get up to Emerald and then hold Diamond, you have to hold each spot for 6 weeks and then they lock you in there. But you can drop rank and drop pay still. So like, for example, like I'm a lifetime Diamond coach, but right now I'm getting paid Emerald right now because of what's going on with the coaches in my downline, right? So my rank has dropped. So you see what I'm saying? So like everybody is affected by what we do in our business, right? So here's the beneficial part. If you want to succeed, we succeed, right? So we all just have to collectively work as a team and figure out what our goal is, what our strategy is, and make it happen. So in our next call, we're going to talk about where do we want to go as Team Epic Journey? Do we want to go elite? I definitely really want to go elite because that gives us a lot. That gives us recognition. That gives us more financial flexibility in our lives, more breathing room, more opportunities. And I don't know about you, but I want that financial relief. I'm like craving it for my family. I really want it. And if I don't show up and I don't push, then I'm going to stay where I'm at. So why don't we do that together as a team? Like that's more fun. Like I could be like, hey guys, let's join forces and let's all win for our families. Who wants in with me? And like, seriously, let's ask that question tonight. Who's in with me tonight to collectively go elite on this team? Who wants to do that with me? I'm in. I'm in. I love that because that means we're all going to be together. We're all going to take ownership, which means if I'm sitting down every night or doing whatever, remember you have another person that's doing the same exact thing for our team and for your own families. So don't take that as a negative or a guilt or whatever, but if we work as a team, you win for your family. That's pretty cool. So the more we do together and the more we pump this up, sky's the limit for us. Sky is the limit. And I want your family to have it all. I want your family to have it all. And I want everybody else who's on our team as a coach to have what they want. Everybody achieves more together. So understand what Success Club is, and you want to read up on that. You want to help at least 3 people a month. And my strategy is I hit Success Club non-negotiable before the 15th of every month, because I do not want to be scrounging at the end of every month to try to find people, right? So I think as a team, that should be our collective goal. Let's all work together to hit Success Club starting in March by the 15th. That is our goal. And everybody needs to just get 3 people or more to get you guys rolling. And starting next month too, you guys, make sure when you're inviting, you want to invite to the Backstage Pass opportunity. You want to invite them in. If you want your business to grow, we can sell challenge packs all day long. But if we are not asking people, do you need a part-time hustle? Are you looking for a part-time hustle? The answer is always going to be no, and we can't grow our team. The best coaches, come from being challengers. Look at you guys. Nobody has come on here that has not been a challenger. So you have to love on your challenge group members. You have to show up in your challenge group. Even if you don't have anybody right now, show up, because you're going to have one day, and you want that to be an automatic thing that you do, okay? And eventually, you guys, I am going to be asking for all of us to be doing some kind of leadership in this group together. So I might be giving out some assignments later on next month for you to do something in Team Epic Shakers page, because you need that practice. You need that practice to go live and teach somebody something or excite somebody about something. You need to do that because you already are a leader, and now it's time to showcase you. And maybe you're scared, but we're going to do it anyways because we're together. And be okay with that, because it really is going to be okay. All right. All of these things are this. You have to remember, I was once day one coach, right? I was scared out of my mind. I didn't know what I was doing. But here I sit, and praise the Lord, I have the best team in the universe with the most real and authentic people, right? Do you guys ever notice how effortlessly it is to talk in our group and talk in our calls and talk on our Team Epic Shakers page? It's effortless. It's because we created that environment. You get to create your environment for your business. Like attracts like. Put it out there in the world. Now, with our Coach One-on-One calls, I know both of you guys sitting on this call right now, you guys want to be an Emerald coach, and you want to hold that, right? So we have to work towards that. How are you working towards that? What are you doing to make that happen? Are you being consistent? If you're not, what happens is and then all that hard work, you have to re-pump it again. It's kind of like when people, there's challengers on our team, and they work so good during the week, and then they go, but I went to McDonald's on Saturday and I had like 3 glasses of wine. It was awesome. Great. Guess what? Back to the drawing board Monday through Friday, because you just messed it all up, right? So it's like, hello, right? So think about those things. Think about why you're doing it. Again, your business is your business. Again, I'm not going to push you. I will only encourage you and remind you why you're a coach on my team. It's because you have grit, you have grace, you have passion, you have kindness in your heart, and you want to help other people. Take the time tonight, put your earbuds on before you go to bed, and listen to the National Wake Up Call. Listen to Jen Guthrie. She is the same as us. And what she does is what I do. The more conversations you have, the more room and more flexibility you have to throw in an invitation. If you're not having those conversations, of course it's going to feel awkward, right? What do you mean I have to do 10 invites? I don't even know who to talk to. What would I do, right? So it's like sometimes we think too hard, right? It's like, why am I thinking so hard? It's like when we start dating our boyfriends, right? Or our husbands, right? You're probably like, okay, we're sitting here. I should probably be doing something right now. I'm just not. It's weird, right? And now you've been with them for so long, you're like probably, going to the bathroom with your door open and doing other things that you don't care about, right? Because you let go of what the expectation should be and look like, right? Legit let go and have fun in your posting. Everybody, when you do your daily posting, hashtag grit and grace on all your stuff. Because what's going to happen is people are going to start going, I've been seeing this on more people's pages. What is this grit and grace thing? What is that? What is that? If you guys drink Energize, you want a funny little thing that gets people curious, tell people you're drinking unicorn juice. It is, if you're not in the 5 by 1 by 3, whatever it is from Carl Deichler's Facebook page, that's a secret ingredient. Like, you want to create curiosity, like getting my unicorn juice on or getting my mama juice on. What if I did that in my post today and I got one person going like, what's that mama juice? What is that wine? And I'm like, no, it's not wine. No, it's not wine. You know what I mean? But it was funny because it creates curiosity. And get on Insta stories, because Insta stories right now is where it's at. People want to see your daily life, right? Show all sides of yourself. And also too, you guys, you can invite to the coaching opportunity. You can create a poll. And that poll, if you switch your thing to a business account, which is free, which you all need to do on Insta stories, that will show you who hit yes and who hit no. And if whoever hit yes, you should message them and say, hey, here's the link. You could be missing out on 3 people that said, yes, I want to see your coaching opportunity, right? So have fun. And my God, don't worry about posting and being nervous. They're not paying your bills. They're not paying for your dreams. They're not paying for you to just do what you need to do. Okay? You're going to get haters. You're going to get people that drop you. You're going to get people that, I love that someone growled at Danielle. It's one of my favorite things, I think, in this whole thing that has ever happened in my life. But you know what? I've had people yell at me. And that's because I realized I was just trying too hard, right? Let go and just be so casual and so laid back. The more you thank people, the more you provide value. Add that album page and come up with a creative album that you want to show people. Maybe it's a recipe album. Maybe it's a, something that they can do every day to make them feel better about themselves album or whatever, right? Value, value, value. When you throw out value so many times, it's not going to be a weird feeling to invite somebody. Give, 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 give. Melanie Mitro built her business on giving away everything. Giving away recipes, giving away tidbits. Our job as coaches, you guys, is to give our tips, our tricks, our motivation, and purposely put it out on Facebook. So 1 to 2 to 3 posts a day needs to be consistent, and come up with that schedule. Is it Motivational Monday? Is it, whatever? And remember, you got to do a coaching opportunity, breadcrumb coaching, but don't come up with like, okay, how am I going to get them hooked in? Don't do that. Be sincere about why you love coaching. Why does Stacy love coaching? Why does Danielle love it? Why does Sharona love it? And get quiet and go, because it's changed my life. That's why I love it. That's why I love it. I was depressed. I was horrible. Like, it was bad. How could I not share that with somebody who's depressed and in the hole? I've got to do it. I would hope somebody would help me, right? And remember too, if you're afraid to invite, someone might be afraid to ask you. A lot of people are. A lot of people are afraid to ask, you guys. So we have to go do it. We have to go do it. So when we do our one-on-one chats, you guys, I want to figure out, and I've asked you guys too, where do you see yourselves? When do you want to get to your next, plate? When do you want to get to emerald? When do you want to get to diamond? You know what I mean? And invest in going to the Super Saturdays and Super Sundays. They're your best things you can ever possibly do. They're in everybody's region. You just have to go find one and order a ticket and go. It's the best motivation there's possibly could be, right? Does anybody have any questions before we end tonight? You guys can unmute. Anybody? Mm-mm. Nothing. Got nothing. 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 Okay. Are you guys tired? Are you tired? Danielle, you look like you need, I don't know. Are you tired?
I'm really tired.
I can tell you, poor little baby. Me too. It's okay. I'm tired too. And you know what? We all showed up tonight, and that speaks volume, because sometimes, here's the thing, I kind of look at this as my baby. This business is my child, right? I don't like keeping late night up with my kids and doing all, but we do it anyways, right? Because we know they need us. They know if we don't show up, they can't be the best versions of themselves, right? For our children. Why don't we just, I'm not saying be like late night owls, but I'm saying like you're showing up. It speaks such volume. You know what I mean? Like it's awesome. And I love that we're all part of this together. You guys go to your Coach Online office and pull out the Coach Basics, and then pull out, there's a great guide here. It's the 3-step to sharing Shakeology. I don't know if you guys know that exists back there, but it does. Super good for like things like it describes how you feel when you have poor nutrition. You want to ask them, how do you feel when using Shakeology? And these are things you can, once you have this down, you don't need this anymore because it'll kind of be like in your mind, but these are great ways to show and share Shakeology. And I will tell you too, you guys, if anybody wants to get on your team and everyone's like, well, I don't want to do Shakeology, you need to say to them, that's fine, but results, it's not may vary, they will vary. So I want to make sure as your friend and as your coach and as your supporter, I'm going to do whatever you want, but what do you want? Because if you've been, and you should feel proud of this when you say it, if you've been following me and you like what's been happening, which I love it because it's been happening to me, I never miss my Shakeology. I never miss using my portion controls, and I never miss my workouts, and I never miss my personal development. Always add that in one too. I think it's a big one. And if you want what I have, this is what I did. And if you want to take one of the equations out, then your results will vary. But I just want you to know that before you make your decisions. There's no shame in saying that. There's no shame in saying that, because a lot of times people get afraid of the cost and they get afraid of committing. Just own it. You know what I mean? Practice makes perfect. Repetition makes perfect. Being fearful is a good thing because it's going to grow your business. All right, guys? So I am going to say goodnight to you guys. I'm tired too. I think I'm going to say it on the call. I think my period's coming. I don't know. But I'm really tired. But I love you guys so much, and I'm thankful that you guys are on my team and our team. And don't forget, you share in our group. We are a team. So share, announce, live. I don't care. Be of value. Show up to our challenge groups. Show up for yourself first, and your business will follow with that. Okay? So mark your calendars for next, it's going to be the last Thursday of every month at 8:30 p.m. But in between that, you guys, we're always together. Okay? I love you. Good night. Bye.